Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? There are less candidates, so let's wait for some time. Okay. No one joined? Who is here? Or you are not planning to take today's session? Let's wait some more minute. Who joined here? Can you type? Or you are not planning to join? Meanwhile, let me open CRM application. Good morning, Manika. Okay, you are from which location? Let's talk about some thing here. Who else joined here? Prachi joined. Bangalore, good. Devesh also joined. Good morning. Why others are not joining? Devesh, can you ask? Okay, money. Sure. Morning. Okay. Can you ask other to join as well? Right. Saturday first. Correct, correct. We have to utilize Saturday maximum, but most of the candidates they are feeling like they are on stuck in the comfort zone. Deepak, can you ask everybody to join here? Why they are not joining? Nadeem also joined. Good morning. Good morning. We can too. Right, right. Sivam also joined. Correct. So PG716. Who is PG? Can you type your name and your location as well? Good morning. I saw LinkedIn post about Cloud AI of yours. Is the power platform, especially or regular AI? Yeah, this is very useful. I will give you, more insight. Okay, Nishant. Yeah, thank you, Nadeem. We'll cover most of the, details. It will take some time to cover everything, but thing is that you have to spend more time and you have to cover at your side as well whatever we are covering. If you are doing all those activity on day to day basis, and even if you are facing some issue, we will cover in next day. Then only we will come into such situation like we can handle our real time issues. Otherwise it's very difficult even day to day basis. System or many information whatever we are having now, it's you know becoming like, uh, if we are covering some of the small content, new things are coming. So everyone, we have to learn things on daily basis. We have to cover most of the times. uh, it is not like I know most of that things. It might be possible I may not know new things, but you also know something new. So it's our not only individual responsibility. This is our a complete our team wise responsibility. Like we can cover all those component, maybe one other person also can tell like, hey, I want to cover these particular topics. I have done some research analysis on these particular items, and I want to showcase these particular things here. Then only we can complete our, we can enhance our capacity, our skill set, and even we can help others person as well. So likewise we can grow, we can help each other, and even we can do something at least for our society as well. Okay, so let's start from here. I'm able to understand concept really. Thank you. Please cover all topic like Azure, Copilot. Yeah, yeah, we will cover, but even if I can, cover some specific topic as well, but it's better you can go, from basic things. The M to M is confusing, need more understanding on it. Right, right. So see, Nadeem, M to M is especially for such situation like if we have something like we need to maintain two uh, tables different tables relationship. Suppose I have given you one example like course and students. So I have different uh, tables, different maybe complete information we have in different tables, but we need to make such relationships so that we have to take some additional information. So if we talk about the database level, so in database level we have in M to M only that GUID relationship. So in M to M1, that M to M relationship GUID, and one entity relationship GUID, and other M to N relationship entity. So I will try to explain you even in the database level itself. Once we connect into the database level, I will showcase that M to M relationship, what types of information we are storing here. And even today, I will also cover like how to, if I have created one GUID, that one to N relationship, how it's look like in the backend. And if I have created one end to one relationship, how it's look like in the backend. And even if I have created in the M to M relationship in the UI level, how it's look like in the front end and backend level. So let's start with our relationship related to the cascading. Okay, uh, let me share my screen. Let me open the environment as well. In meantime, hope it's visible to everyone. Meantime, let me open that environment also. It will take some time to even open in the opportunity level. Let's create some relationship. Also, meantime, I will explain you. Yesterday, I told you we will try to cover here relationship behavior. We already covered calculated field. We already covered roll-up field. Prompt column will explain you. It is especially for this is new features that Microsoft has recently launched. But this is actually this particular field we are utilizing for taking some user input and to give some additional input for our copilot agent or something like what we can utilize as part of this particular these types of column here. I will give you more insight into that one, but let's cover first relationship behavior. So what types of relationship behavior and how it looks like I already showcase. Suppose if I'm going to create a new relationship, so suppose if I'm going to create this relationship here, so here it will ask in which particular table I'm going to create this behavior. So relationship is this one, and here relationship behavior. If you are talking if we are talking about relationship behavior, so let's understand what is the benefit if we are utilizing referential, what is the benefit if we are utilizing parental, and when we have to use referential, when we have to use parental, and when we have to use this custom. So, and delete, remove link, restrict. What is the benefit of this particular relationship here? And here roll up view. Roll up view, cascade none, cascade all. So today we will learn all those items. So this is very important session. So I would request you to join everyone here, whoever. We have many other candidate also. Devesh or Deepak, can you ask team to join here? Everyone, I want everyone here today. Everyone, like everyone, each and everyone I want to see here, and just type their name as well. I want to see everyone here. Deepak and Devesh, can you ask team? I'm waiting. Once they join, let me know. This is very important session. Maybe they have not covered this particular section, but let's try to utilize this particular section. Join fast. So relationship behavior. Let me know if everyone joined. Just ping once you joined here. I don't want to ask every time, but join here. Quick. This is very, very serious topic. Most of the candidates they will, you know, uh, they didn't understand the purpose of this particular, things here. But let's utilize this time. At least if you think I know everything. I don't need this one. You will understand something like this is something new. I'm still waiting. Pratik, can you ask other? Sure, sure. Let's start, Nadeem. So, relationship behavior is like when a parent record changed. For example, what is parent here? Parent, like if we are creating a relationship, here in opportunity, if I'm going to create a relationship to another entity, so in where I'm going to create a record this relationship, that entity is called parent here. So in this case, this is opportunity, so opportunity is called parent. And if I am going to select here as a account, so this is a child entity. So this should be clear for everyone. When a parent record changed, is assigned, shared, unshared, archived, or deleted. Suppose I am going to take any action in the parent record. Either I'm going to change this particular record, if I'm going to perform any action in this particular parent entity. So if I'm going to share this record, share. Assigned means as of now this particular record assigned to maybe some of the user. So if I'm going to change this record owner, so this behavior will comes into the picture. If I'm going to share this record, if I'm going to unshare this record, or I'm going to take any action in the parent record, so there are some automatically propagate that action to related to child record. So if I'm doing something in the parent record, what will happen to the child record? So that is the relationship behavior. This automate propagation is called relationship behavior or cascading behavior. So suppose I will give you very basic example. Anything if there is a parent child relationship. So suppose there is a loan taken by any parent. So there is a dependency, there is a by default, some cascading rules comes into the child's also. If parent or any father is not able to pay that particular loan or that particular amount, their child comes into the picture. Bank or there, they can charge those particular loans or amount from the child's level. So what is so they will also take some consideration or any agreement during that particular loan process. So these types of similar behavior we are try to achieve here. With the help of this relationship behavior, what will happen to the child's record? We are going to explain or perform that action here. So what will happen in the child's record? So that level of flexibility or that configuration we are doing here. Okay, understood? So what is relationship behavior? So if something is happening in the parent record, what will happen in the child's record level? So that level of relationship we are configuring in the parent child's record. Relationship behavior are configured on the one-to-one relationship defines itself. Not only individual records, they apply system wide to every record that participate in that relationship. Okay. So what types of action we are having. So triggering for that behavior is assigned. One record, the owner of the parent record is changed to the different users of team. Share, I have given you assigned share. The parent record is shared with the additional users or team. Unshare, sharing access is removed from the parent record. Then this particular rules will trigger. Reparent, the parent record own parent in the hierarchy change. So if there is a parent child relationship, how to add that parent child relationship? Do you have any idea? Like if there is a parent child relationship, how to achieve that parent child relationship? So we have a parent record. So we can add a parent opportunity inside a in this particular opportunity itself. So self lookup is there. If self relationship is there, so we can maintain a parent child relationship here. Understood? If parent and child relationship changed also, so maybe we may have here parent relationship. So parent, if we have here parent, okay, let me show you here. In opportunity level, if we want to check here, we are maintaining that parent child relationship even in the lead level. But if we want to achieve parent child relationship here, we can create a self lookup inside opportunity itself so that we can track parent opportunity also. Similarly, lead level, if we want to achieve parent child relationship, reparenting, like this is the one hierarchy change. Delete, the parent record is deleted from the system. What will happen to the child record? Suppose there is a customer. If we are going to delete customer, so what will happen? All the associated record which are related to those customers. Suppose one customer we are going to delete. What to do with related invoice, maybe orders or any quotation related to that customer? Either if we have deleted one customer, so there is no need to maintain those orders and invoice in our system. So we have to delete all associated record. Either we have to do manually or we can automate that process. So that level of automatic process we can achieve with the help of this particular cascading rule merge. So suppose if we have duplicate contact, so if we are going to delete or we are going to merge that particular contact, so what will happen if we have two different contact and related to one contact we have five different order, and if we are going to merge one contact into another one, so if some of the order are associated to the different contact which we are going to merge, so what to do with those duplicate record? So that level of decision we have to do. Roll up. Use internally for roll up field calculation. Suppose what happens, suppose if we have done some roll up calculation. So roll up calculations means the child related record calculation we are moving into the different field level information. So that level of decision we can control with this behavior, cascading behavior option. So what we have here, cascading all. Group of behavior propagate the parent's action to all related child's record. Each behavior type below determine the scope and type propagation. So what will happen here? Cascade action here. What will happen if we have selected cascade all? Okay, I will show you. If here, if I have selected here cascade all, roll up view. So cascade all, the action on the parent is applied all related child's record regarding of the ownership. So cascade all means when to use, when child's record should always mirroring of the parent stage, tightly coupling. Example, deleting an account, delete all related contact and opportunity. Suppose if I have done this cascade all, so if I'm going to delete, one parent record, suppose I'm going to, I have created one relationship between account and contact and opportunity, and I have defined this cascade all. So if I'm going, suppose I have created one account, suppose HCL technology. I have created a number of contact related to that HCL technology, and there are 10 open opportunity, 20 closed opportunity, all associated record we have here. And suppose I'm going to delete this, that HCL technology. So what will happen if I have selected here cascade all relationship? So it will delete all the contact and opportunity. So there is a option here cascade active. So what will happen here if I am selecting here cascade active? So there is a two option. I don't want to delete all record which are already closed. So I can delete those record also which are active only, not closed. Cascade user owned. So here reassigning account cascading owner to active opportunity but not the closed one. So this is the second option. Cascade user owned. The action cascade only the child's record owned by the same users on the parent record. When the cascade should not affect child's record, transfer to the others users. Sharing accounts should only the contacts that belongs to the same user. Okay. So here cascade user owned. What it mean? Cascading done. So if cascade accounts share only the contacts that belong to the same user. So suppose if I have selected this particular option, so there are multiple sharing record also. So it will not affect those records which are assigned to the others users. If it is, it will impact only those record which are assigned to the same user level. So cascade none. If I have selected this option, like suppose here, cascade none. So what will happen here? Cascade none means deleting a price list does not affect existing quotation line. So suppose uh, I'm going to maintain some existing record, and even the parent record I'm going to delete. So it will not create any impact of the existing other record here. Suppose if I'm going to delete one price list, so, and that price list, even if I have utilized or I have uh, utilized some of the quotation line item whenever we are creating some different quotation. So, there is no impact of the existing quotation line, because if a price list is deleted, all the existing quotation, those will be impact. Cascade all means it will impact or it will check all associated record, and it will take action all associated record. Cascade active act only impact on open record, not the close record. Cascade user owned, it will impact only those record which are associated with old existing record. It means even if I'm going to delete parent record, it will not, impact any existing record. Questions? I'm taking a pause. Correct. If even I have selected, but in Cascade none, child, there is no impact on the child's record. So restrict behavior. I am still seeing session. This is very important. Otherwise, I will ask them one by one. Restrict. What will happen in the restrict behavior? Of behavior parent is a parent record from the being deleted if it has any related child's record. This protect data integrity by ensuring orphaned child's record are never created through a parent deletion. So what will happen? Restrict behavior. Suppose I want to make sure, like, uh, suppose I have a system where I am going to, delete some, inactive users to improve my system performance. Suppose I have 10 billions record, 10 billions customer. Suppose if we are going to, take example of Amazon. If after 50 years, suppose there are maybe 100 billions users, which maybe they are active currently, but after 50 years, if we need to maintain those users, same users into our system, our application performance will decrease. So what will happen? Every big organization, they are checking like, hey, do we how many active users we have in our system? If a person, if a customer, if they are not active in our application, maybe for 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, 20 year, 30 year, what is the use of maintaining those particular customer or contact? Maybe they may not exist. They may we have to clean up those users which are not using our application now, at least for certain time of period. So we have to do some cleanup activity to increase the application performance. That is the best practice most of the organization they are doing to improve their existing application performance. Why they have to use those kind of record, those kind of information, which even they have to maintain their data in their application, even if they are maintaining such information which they are not giving business to those organization, and they are even paying the cost to the vendor. Why this comes into the picture? I will give you one example. In dynamic CRM, there is a cost involved if we have more data in the database. For if suppose the costing of the database, Microsoft is charging approximate $35 per GB per month cost for space only, not the license part. So suppose if we are maintaining approximate 100 GB space for those users which are not active, maybe they are not utilizing the application, then why we are giving extra payment to the Microsoft or any vendor? So they are doing cleanup activity time to time. So suppose even if one person they are thinking, hey, so it means we can delete those contact or customer or users directly. We can resolve our problem. It is not like we have to clean up the user table only or contact table only. We have to clean up all those information related to those contacts or those accounts which we are going to delete. Why? Because if we have deleted one customer, so maybe for that customer, 50 year back, they are using, they may vote 100 records, 100 different product. They may have different invoice related information. They may ask us to different n number of queries. They have created multiple different requests. Maybe they added multiple different items into their basket, and but those are active, those are not needed. So they, if we are deleting some parent record, we have to do some cleanup activity associated to the child record, because those are not needed. If we are deleting the account, then why we have to use the other associated record? To achieve that requirement, this particular relationship is very important. Why? Because even if we have deleted, suppose if we have deleted account and we don't know, there are certain records which are associated to that contact. So what is the use? Even that contact is not there. Even if we want to retrieve such record which are not directly linked, so those records are called orphan record, which are not directly related to any parent record, which are not exist. So to remove those level of cleanup activity, we have to perform regular cleanup activity. Even if we have maintained this information properly, so there is no need for such cleanup activity. If we are deleting parent record, it will automatically delete the child record. So, in which particular parent and child relationship, what types of rules and regulation we have to perform here? So, to perform that configuration, we should understand what is the impact if we are changing, or if we are doing this particular activity. Suppose in price list level we have done, hey, cascade all, and you don't know what is the impact here. So in the price list level, if you have done that one, even if that price list is deactivated, and if you have deleted that price list, oh, this price list is no more usage. So what will happen? It will delete all associated record. Then your your manager or your team members, or they will ask, hey, why all associated invoice are deleted? Those are needed. I don't know, but who deleted? Check it. I'm not sure. One person deleted price list, but I'm not sure how associated records are deleted. Then you have checked, oh, in price list level, we have done cascade all. Then your manager asks, hey, why this cascade all required here? Because it will delete all automated child record. So then he's told, no, this relationship is not needed here. This is required, this is necessary. So you have to select here cascade none. Because we don't want to delete all associated record related to the price list, because all are done. Those are the transaction record. So this level of information you should understand when we have to restrict user to delete all associated record, and when user we are allowing to clean up all associated record. So that level of details we can perform with the help of this cascading behavior. Most of the interview questions they may ask, what is cascading? What is the impact? When you have to select this cascading as cascade none, when you have to select cascade all, what is the here use of here cascade all? What is cascade active? What is cascade user on? What is cascade none? So if you watch this particular video, you listening this particular details in depth and with proper concentration, you can easily give proper response. So it's better take some time, try to understand this one. So I will try to explain you restrict the behavior. So how restrict work? I will try to give my level best here. When a user attempts to delete parent record, Are you listening? The restrict behavior prevent a parent record from being deleted if it has any related child's record. This protect data integrity. Child's record are never created through a parent deletion. Okay, how restrict work? Suppose if I have a restrictions, I want to make a restriction like you cannot delete a parent record. You cannot delete a parent record if a child record, associated child record is there. So suppose if you want to make that level of restriction in your system, then you can directly enable these restrictions. When a user attempt to delete a parent record and the relationship set to restrict on delete. So you can perform this particular, you cannot delete that particular parent record. D67 CRM will show an error message preventing to delete. The user must first delete or associate all related child record before the parent can remove. Example: a product record has an active order subgrid. If a relationship between order line and product use restrict on delete, an admin can delete a product while a reference if an active order line. The system will display the record cannot be deleted because it is associated with the active record. When to use restrict? Referential data tables, product, price list, or unit that should not be deleted while in use. Master data tables, accounts, contacts when linked to the financial transaction. Configuration table that drives business logic and must remain stable. Regulatory and audit requirement when deletion of master record is probated. So restrict versus cascade all delete comparison. So here we can check when restrict will work and when cascade all delete will work. So suppose if we have selected here behavior as restrict, delete if blocked if children exist, child record remain untouched. Cascade all delete. Delete protected always. All child's record are also deleted automatically. So here cascade all delete, here delete proceed always. So here, if you selected restrict, you cannot delete the parent record. If child record is there, cascade all delete. So here, delete proceed always. All child's record also deleted automatically. So here you can check cascade all, remove the link, delete proceed. So suppose if you have selected cascade none, remove link. So what will do? It will do child's record remains, lookup field is set to null. So what will happen? Suppose here I want to set like I want to delete the parent record, but it will remove the link here. So I want to even I'm going to give that level of permission. Like here, if I'm going to select this one, so child record also deleted. If I want to set this one, remove link. So what it will do? It will not delete the child record, but it will remove the link. Link means there is a link between the lookup entity, lookup record. It will remove the reference and delete only those parent record. So child record remains here. If we have selected this particular option, remove link. Restrict, even if we have selected restrict here, you cannot delete. If you have selected remove link, so what it will do? it will remove the link between parent and child relationship, and it will perform the action. So here, if you selected restrict, you will get a notification. You cannot delete those records because child records are there. Understood? If you have selected restrict, cascade none. If you have selected here cascade all, what will happen? So you can perform this particular activity whenever you are creating a relationship. You can try to set up this relationship, you try to create a parent record, and you can validate this particular relationship. Then you will understand. You can create one relationship, you can select referential, and you can create a child record. Then you try to delete parent record, then you can see what will happen. Okay, let's complete other part as well. Parental here behavior. The parental behavior is pre-configured bundle that applies strong parent child coupling when you set a relationship to parent. D3 cascading all to everyone trigger action, assign, share, and assign. So here this is a behavior, parental behavior cascading setting. Suppose cascade all. Child's own change when parents, own change. So this is now you have set this particular relationship in the child's level. The parental behavior is a pre-configured bundle that applies strong parent-child coupling. When you set a relationship to parental, D3 apply cascading all to every trigger action assign owned by the parent. Child's record are treated as owned by the parent. So, parental behavior cascading setting. Cascade all. Child's owner change when parent record change. So what will happen? Child's record also change when parents records change if you have set it cascade all. Share. Cascade all. Child sharing follow the parental sharing. Suppose you have shared a parent record. So if you have set it cascade all, so child's records also shared with that particular user. So it is not like if you have shared a parent record. So you need to share the child's record as well. So all the child's records are also shared if you have selected cascade all. Unsharing also follow with the same rule. Reparenting also follow the same rule. Delete also follow the same rule. Merge also follow the same rule if you have selected cascade all. So cascade all, cascade none, referential, parental versus referential here. Assign. So in referential, if you have selected parental, so what will happen here? Suppose if you assign one record, so what will happen for that parental case? So if here we have parental and referential. So if you have selected the referential here, so what will happen if you selected here cascade O for assigning one? So here in referential cascade none. So similarly here in delete child record also deleted, and it will do the removal all null behavior here. Understood? Suppose I have selected here parental and here cascade all. If I have a assign rule and I have a selected here referential, so it will do cascade none. So let's discuss this particular point here, referential behavior here. Suppose referential behavior also called remove the link. So here the default of the most relationship behavior when the parent record is deleted, the lookup column or related child's record is set to null. The link is removed, but the child record themselves are not deleted. Suppose if I want to make a such relationship, like suppose if is there any impact on the parent record, there is no associated association or any impact on the child's record, then we can make this behavior as referential. So by default, if I'm going to create a new relationship, it will show this behavior as by default as referential. So if the by default this particular relationship is referential here, why? There is no impact on the child's record by default. Remove link if cascade none. So what will happen if I'm going to create this particular record by default? So there is no impact in the child's record level, and if a parent record is deleted, no impact on the child's record, it will automatically remove the link. Remove the link means it will make that lookup as a null value. Understood? Or you have anything? ओके, अगर अकाउंट कॉन्टैक्ट रिलेशनशिप का बिहेवियर पेरेंटल है और मैंने अकाउंट असाइन किया है और ओनर को, तो क्या डेडिकेटेड कॉन्टैक्ट ऑटोमेटिकली असाइन हो जाएंगे? Correct. So if you have selected the parental behavior, whatever you are, performing any action for parent record, it will automatically do the same action for the parent child record as well. Okay. So here, this is the comparison matrix here. So if the behavior is parental, if you have selected here cascade all, so what will happen here? So this is very important here. If you want to get more details, so maybe one time you are not able to understand, but you have to perform this particular action when you have selected, you create one relationship, you select one behavior, you perform that action, publish it. Maybe it will take some time, but it will clear all your doubt here, how to perform that particular action. So here I already showcase like how to do this particular activity. Like if I'm going to create a relationship, different relationship here, one to many relationship, maybe here opportunity to case or maybe account. So here I can check that particular relationship here. So even if I'm going to change this particular activity, so here I can choose all those particular custom behavior. So I can here select here cascade all, remove link, restrict. So suppose here I want to change this particular relationship, I want to restrict this particular delete. So like what will happen here? So you cannot delete a parent record if there is any child record is there. So if you have done here cascade none, so here cascade all, cascade active, cascade user on, cascade none. So what will happen? What is the meaning of this assign? So here we have four options that I told you. Cascade all. So cascade all, if I have selected this cascade all, I'm going to assign this particular opportunity record. Suppose as of now this particular record is assigned to me, and there are four different account record associated to this particular record, because I'm going to create a new relationship here account. So four record are active, four are closed. Maybe this is different types of relationship, or the setting behavior we are going to set here. So if I'm selecting here all, so there is no status, like it will just creating or selecting this particular option here, and it will directly share all those record to that particular new user. And if I have selected cascade active, so it will look only active record to assign. If I have cascade or, so it will assign only those record which are assigned to that particular user. Suppose I have, I will give you one example here in the Excel. Let me open that Excel, maybe you can understand more. We have account and opportunity relationship here, right? Opportunity, suppose new opportunity I have created, and we are going to create multiple relationship. So suppose one account owner is, account one owner here is, suppose Rohan. Second account owner here is different one, different owner. Try to understand what I'm trying to explain here. Rohan, Rohan, and here Mohan, because those, one opportunity can have more than one account. So maybe status is active, active but inactive. So if I'm going to assign, so here I have selected here this cascade all. So what will happen? It will not look any active and inactive. It will assign those child record as well directly. If I have assigned this opportunity to one user to another user, those associated record also assigned to that particular user itself directly. If I have selected cascade all, if I have selected cascade active, so what will happen? It will assign only those two record because we have maintained here cascade active. So suppose I have selected here cascade user owned. So here, suppose this opportunity owner here is, let me create one more column here. Owner. Opportunity owner here is Rohan. So it will look only those accounts which are owned by the same user. So it will assign, or it will assign only those user which are having user owned. So it will assign only those two user, those account. If I have selected this particular user owned. If cascade none, if I have selected this one, so there is no child record assigned to that particular new user if I am going to assign this particular opportunity to other user. Hope it's clear for everyone. Or you want me to repeat? I will tell you even in the M2M relationship, but you understand this particular concept? Yes or no? Type here, or this is boring. Sometimes those technical things may, go out of your mind, but you have to bear with us. So this is one thing here. Similarly, share we have cascade all, cascade active, cascade user owned, cascade none. Similarly, unshare, similarly reparenting, the same logic will apply here. Suppose if I'm going to create M2M relationship opportunity to account. So advanced option here, what we'll do here in this particular one, there is no record association because I will tell you. Even in the database level, if I'm going to create a M2M relationship here, relationship name, relationship table. So if we want to check this particular information even in the database level, let me try to create. Okay, I will explain you in if we are going to create a this relationship, how it's look like in the database level. We'll discuss this particular part, but I will tell you what level of information we are having in M2M relationship. Suppose I have created this particular table, this relationship. So what we have in the backend level, we have, ID. This information we should have opportunity ID, opportunity ID, and account ID. Even if we are going to, because we don't have any behavior in this particular one, so it there is no impact on the M to N relationship, even if it is shared by someone else, or if it is shared by some another, or deleted, or any other action. No impact on the M to M relationship, because in the M to M relationship level we have only these types of information in the backend. Let's complete that activity maybe tomorrow for M2M relationship. But are you able to understand whatever we have covered so far? Let's try to complete this particular activity. I will try to share this particular record here right away. Maybe if you can achieve, or is there any possibility I can upload here? No. Okay, I will try to roll up buns. Roll up buns. Okay, we'll summarize this particular item. Maybe you can, you can again watch this particular session. But roll up field, you are not able to. And what is your query here in the roll up field? Roll up field is simply, suppose I will tell you calculated one. Suppose I will give you one more insight here. In calculated one, suppose I have a item master here. I want to store, or maybe there is a billing software. I will give you very basic example. There is a billing software. You want to, go to any grocery shop or any mall. You have purchased 10 or 15 items. So suppose one item you have purchased here, maybe item one. Item one quantity here is 5, and price per item is QTY, quantity and price per item, and here total amount. You can create the similar architecture even in the CRM itself, total amount. So this calculation you can achieve this total amount, price per item maybe 25. So here this total amount field you can calculate with the help of calculated field, right? Because these items are belongs to only one tables. If you have any calculation which is belongs to only one tables, either it is a line item, we can achieve this particular activity in a same tables only. But if you have any parent child's relationship, like main items or maybe transaction table, then you may have to create, or maybe item 1, item 2, item 2 here. You may have different types of quantity here, 4, maybe 55. Then what it will do, uh, it will pick this value multiply by this value. So this calculation automatically happen here. But if you want to do some calculation here, like sum of all child item, whatever you are having here, so it will display here total bill. So here total bill amount here, if you want to check, so what it will do, it will look for all associated your child item, and maybe you have one more item, and it could be item 3, maybe here 28 you have done, and maybe you can, you know likewise you may have m number of record here. So this particular calculation you can achieve with the help of roll of field. So you have to select this field as a roll up field. You need to create a relationship between this entity to this entity as a one to many relationship, so that you can create a subgrid in the parent entity and you can achieve this. Is that clear? You can do the similar calculation. Otherwise, we can create a transaction table here. You can save here name, mobile number, mobile, and total bill amount in the parent tables. And in the child's level, you can see here, you can select here item, quantity, price per item, and the total amount. And you can calculate in the parent level this particular bill amount. Understood? And the parent level lookup you can create in the child's level, and you can create a subgrid. Is there any possibility you can perform this action? Can you do it? Yes or no? This is your assessment here. This one is a parent entity here. This is a default name field, this is a mobile field, and this is a here roll up field, total bill amount. Roll up field will look into child level. Here this there is a item name, this is also you can treat as name field in the child entity, quantity, price per item, total amount. That is a calculated, and this is a roll up field. And here you should create a lookup of parent, this transaction main entity. So whenever you have created a subgrid, this will automatically fill the parent record, and you can directly look this particular parent and child record. This is a very simple task you can achieve with the help of this roll up and this calculated. And calculated and roll up you can achieve with the help of this particular similar task, simple task. This is a very simple task. Any new candidate, if you don't know, you can achieve and you can showcase. I want this particular task response in one of this particular section, only. You can develop, or you can design this particular form layout quickly, and you have to share that particular task here, so that I can understand like you have done or not. It will not take more than 30 or 35 minutes even to achieve this particular requirement. We can easily achieve this one. Hope it's clear. Today or I hope you mostly clear this particular items here, how relationship, how cascading works. Okay, maybe there are some candidate, they are sleeping now, it's very late. Back, can you hear me? Only two three candidates are active. Himanshu still active. Prachi also. Okay, okay, okay. Let's meet on Monday. Then let's wrap up. But try to complete this activity. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend. Enjoy your time. Bye bye. Sure, sure. Will do. I will show you even. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Happy weekend.